Hello! Today I'm going to be bringing you my top 10-ish most owned authors. And I've seen a lot of people do this on BookTube, but most of them seem to use it as an opportunity to explain their auto-buy authors. But I've already done that video, so today I'm just going to be talking about the authors that I own a lot of books by. And we'll start with some honourable mentions. The 5 honourable mentions I'm going to mention, I have 2 authors that I own 4 books, and that is Eoin Colfer and Maggie Stiefvater. Then I have the 5 books, which is Roald Dahl, George R.R. Martin, and Christopher Paolini. So those are kind of honourable mentions that I own a lot of books by, but not in the top 10. I say 10 because there's a lot of draws. So in 10th place is Stephenie Meyer, because I own 6 books by Stephenie Meyer, and those are The Host, all the Twilight books, Twilight books, all of them, and then I own the novella The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, which is the Twilight Companion. So yes, I own 6 books by Stephenie Meyer. Next up we have 2 male authors, both with the first name Michael, that I own 7 books by. The first one is Michael Carroll, who wrote the New Heroes trilogy / the Quantum Prophecy series, and the Superhuman Clash books, which are these 4. So yes, I've got 7 books by him, and they are soon probably going to be increasing because he actually did make it onto my auto-buy authors list. So yes, Michael Carroll comes in with 7, as does Michael Grant, who wrote the Gone series, which by the UK editions are the ones with the colourful pages. So yes, I have those 6. I then also have The Messenger of Fear, which is part of his new trilogy, which the second book must be coming out soon, and I'll be reading that as well. So he will also be climbing the list, as he has also made it onto the list of auto-buy authors. It's just coincidental, promise. Moving on to the 2 authors that I have 8 books by, I have one author who I feel has made it onto quite a few lists, which is Lemony Snicket / Daniel Handler. I have 8 of the 13 books in the series of Unfortunate Events. I won't be picking up any more of this series, so he will be staying at 8. But I do have books 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 11 and 12. So kind of a random mix, but I do have 8 books by Lemony Snicket. Another author who frequently appears on these lists is Miss J.K. Rowling. I have 8 books by her, and those are obviously the entirety of the Harry Potter series, and I have the Cuckoo's Calling, which is written under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith, but we all know it's J.K. Rowling. And somewhere in this house there is actually a copy of the Casual Vacancy, so in this house we do actually have 9 books by J.K. Rowling. Moving on up, I have 3 authors which I have 11 books by, the first of which is Garth Nix. So, yeah, I have a lot of books by him apparently. I have his collection of short stories Across the Wall. I have the 3 books that make up the Aborson Chronicles, which is Sabriel Arael and Aborson. And then I have the 7-book series Keys to the Kingdom, which is so good! Next up we have an author which I own 11 books by, but I have read a lot more books by this author, but I probably won't be picking any of them up anytime soon, and that is Anthony Horowitz. So I've got 3 of the books in the Diamond Brothers series, I only have the 3, and then I have 8 books in the Alex Rider series, but I'm missing one, and I'm not getting the prequel, and I'm not, So I have 11 books by him total. The last of the 11 bookers is another auto-buy author, coincidentally, and that is Cassandra Clare, who needs to write smaller books. Ugh! So, by Cassandra Clare, I have the Infernal Devices trilogy, the Shadowhunters Codex, with Joshua Lewis, this was written by as well. The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. Then of course we also have The Immortal Instruments, which is another 6 books, so woo, 11 by Cassandra Clare! We are now jumping up a little bit and we are going up to 16 books. With 16 books I have Darren Shan, who I may end up picking up more books by because I do want to complete the Demonata series one day, but I do only have 2 books in that series, which are books 3 and 4, Slaughter and Beck. I then have 3 mangas of the Saga of Darren Shan, or the Cirque du Freak series, which I will want to complete, so he will be growing on my list, but I've got volumes 1, 2 and 3. And then we have the Cirque du Freak series itself, / the Saga of Darren Shan, which I have got 7 books, because weird I know, but I have 7 books here. I then have the Saga of Lart and Crepsley, which are these 4 beautiful hardbacks, and yes, 16 books. Who can guess what number 1 is? Okay, coming in at a staggering 21 books is Rick Riordan. That hell is done. Okay, we have the 5 books in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, the 3 books in the Kane Chronicles, which you can't see at all. There you go. I then have the Heroes of Olympus series, and that's the 5 as well. I also then have my signed copy of Blood of Olympus, so that's another one. Then I have 4 graphic novels, adaptations of his, so I've got Lightning Thief, Sea Monsters and Titans Curse. I also have the Red Pyramid. And then the last 3 are 3 companion books, and those are the Demigod Diaries, the Demigod Files, and the Kane Chronicles Survival Guide. So yes, those are my most owned authors. And those numbers are only going to grow, so there may end up being another one of these in, like, I don't know, if I ever get round to doing one. But we'll see. What I know is that I'm now really hot because exercise. So I will see you soon. Goodbye.